After his victory, the racer asked to be draped in another nation's flag. Why would a Brazilian choose to carry the Austrian flag? It wasn't a mistake, nor was it betrayal. It was his way of honoring a fellow driver who had just lost his life in a tragic accident. At the same time, he wanted to call for greater attention to driver safety in Formula One. 1994 was perhaps the worst year in F1 regulations. In the name of making races more exciting, the organizers banned electronic driver assist systems. This decision only increased the risks for drivers. Every mistake now carried the possibility of death. During qualifying at Imola, midway through the session, 2 drivers had already crashed at high speed. Both were rushed to the hospital. In fact, with electronic systems in place, some of those accidents could have been avoided entirely. One driver, just 8 minutes after being admitted, succumbed to his injuries. Senna witnessed all of this with his own eyes. But despite such tragedies, the organizers insisted the race would continue as planned, as if nothing had happened. The executives cared nothing for the danger to drivers. All they saw was profit. Senna resolved to speak out. He confronted the officials, saying the new rules were reckless, and ignored the safety of the drivers. But Max's reply made him realize the truth. Drivers had no say in whether the rules were fair. Even though many drivers had already been injured since the rule change, Max told Senna he had no authority to judge the regulations. Still, Max asked him for a proposal. Senna suggested postponing the race. At the very least, it would allow people to remember the fallen driver. But the officials responded coldly. The race would go ahead on schedule, though no one would be forced to participate. Senna looked at the flag in front of him, powerless. His coach wrapped his all-too-familiar injuries. Even adjusting the tires made no difference. The coach could see how badly Senna wanted to take a stand. He reminded Senna that he was already a 3-time world champion, with countless honors to his name. He didn't need to risk this race, but Senna insisted. This dangerous race was one he had to run. He was determined to stand on the podium and drape himself in the fallen driver's flag so that the world would never forget him. The Imola circuit was already treacherous. Without electronic aids, it was even more dangerous. Before the race, Senna tightened his helmet with conviction. To fulfill his vow, he had to keep pushing beyond his limits. But early in the race, disaster struck. Senna suffered a horrific crash on track. Not long after, grim news came from the hospital. One of the greatest drivers in Formula One history was gone. Yet Senna remained forever a hero in the hearts of Brazilians. After his death, drivers united to form a drivers' association, dedicated to improving F1 safety. And for the next 20 years, no fatal accidents occurred in Formula One.
Then one day I got into the go-kart that Milton, my dad, built for me. And that's when I found myself, for real. It was just me, the car, and the track. Just me and time. That's it. I'm a racing driver. And for a driver, the battle is always against time.